Today I'm going to show you guys how to make the most incredible coconut yogurt or coconut kefir. It is so much better than the store-bought stuff, so good for your tummy, and I promise you will love it. So grab any 2 cans of coconut milk that you can find at the grocery store, and the higher fat the better, but it doesn't really matter. You can use any of it because it'll thicken up as it ferments as well. But try and use as much of the fat and as little water as you can. So most of it has to be thick cream, I think would be best. Then you need a probiotic. So you want to use a powder. You could use this one. This is the one that I'm trying now. I've used it already and it works fantastic. But any probiotic powder that you can get in a capsule, probably from your local health food store. You can also find them in grocery stores too though. And you want to get the ones that are in the fridge. I don't know if you can even find ones in capsules that are not in the fridge, but it's the best way to get them to make sure that they're really going to do the job. So I'm guessing that this is going to have to do with, where is it? There, the amount of bacteria culture that's in here. But what I did the last time is I used 1 scoop because most often you only need 1 capsule worth to add to it. So I added only 1 scoop because it's about 1 capsule, but it didn't seem to be enough, so I added another scoop and then it really started to do the work. So I'm going to add in 2 scoops, just like this. You would probably add in just 1 capsule. And this is for 1 large mason jar of yogurt. So I'm gonna add in 2 like this. Now people say when you blend it up that you might not want to use a blender. Use as little metal as possible because there is stainless steel in here, stainless steel blade. Or you can mix it just by hand with anything, with a wooden spoon, with a chopstick, whatever, just to get this capsule mixed in nicely. I've never found an issue though having used the steel with it. It's never reacted with the probiotics, so I don't know. Just do whatever works and see how it goes. And then when you want to mix it, turn it on the lowest setting. You're not trying to blend it, you're just trying to incorporate it all the way through. Just mix it up a little bit and then turn it off. And that's it. So right now it's pretty liquidy, but like I said, while it ferments and the bacteria does what it needs to do, it's going to thicken up just like a beautiful, amazing yogurt. So find a large mason jar to pour it into. You don't have to use this size. You could do half the amount if you want, whatever size you want really. But I always do this much because I'm obsessed with it, and my kids, like my 6-year-old, my 7-year-old, they'll eat it up so fast. It's so delicious, honestly, so good, and so good for your gut. So good, it makes you feel so much better. But when I got off track, so yeah, you can decide what size mason jar you want to put it in. Now one thing is people recommend that you really sterilize the jars before you put the yogurt in, and for years I was doing that. But now I don't. I just simply wash with hot water and soap, and I've never had an issue with contamination or with it going bad. And usually for a large mason jar, I would want a bit more to fill this and only have a little bit of headspace. But I've also made the mistake before where I filled it way too much, like up to here or even up to here. And because of the fermentation process, it expands so much that it ends up being all the way up here, and when you open up the lid, it like explodes over, like it won't actually explode the jar or anything, but it'll just come crazy right over the top. So make sure you have enough headspace. I would say right up here, maybe to like the shoulder of the jar. This is a little bit too low, but it still should be okay. I don't think it'll ruin the yogurt or anything. I've never really had it this low before. I didn't add as much of the coconut milk in here because a lot of it was so watery, so I left a lot of the water and just used as much cream as possible. But again, if you throw the whole can and there's a lot of water in it and blend it up, it'll still become a thicker yogurt. Not as thick as you'd like it. Like it still might be a bit watery, but it'll taste just like yogurt. And this is plain, so this is gonna be a plain yogurt. You can add in whatever you like after the process. If you want to sweeten it, you can add in some maple syrup or sugar, whatever you use. Berries and bananas, super good in it. Me and my kids, we actually just eat it plain like this with banana. My kids love just banana in it. We don't add any sweetener at all. We find banana sweetens it quite a bit. And I like adding banana and a bunch of different fruits and granola sometimes too, seeds and nuts. It's so good, but it tastes just like yogurt, just with that tanginess from the fermentation. It's beautiful. So now what you want to do is you want to lid this and find a good place to put it, probably in this cupboard. That's going to be cool. Do I have space anywhere? Cool, yeah, cool and dark. I'll just throw it in there. And you're gonna leave it in there for about 24 hours. And then you can open it up and check it, and the lid should pop down just like as if you were canning, and it should seal. It should be sealed. So check that out, and then once that's ready after 24 hours, put it in the fridge, and it'll be good for quite a while. The nice thing about this is it's not tricky to figure out if it's gone bad or not. If it smells slightly off or tastes slightly off, it is off. It should taste and smell like yogurt and just really good. Like, you'll know, you'll be able to tell if it's bad or not, which is good. And that's it. Easy peasy process. It's absolutely delicious. Let me know if you guys try this out and what you think about it compared to other yogurts or store-bought yogurts, because I find this to be so much more delicious than the coconut yogurt you buy in store. And I don't even remember what dairy yogurt tastes like, so I can't compare it to regular yogurt. But if you guys eat regular yogurt, let me know what you think compared to this one. Anyway, God bless you guys. Hope you have a beautiful day and enjoy.